Okay. Today I'm recording this video because I believe ranked has a huge problem that I hope gets fixed in rank 3.0. Currently, there was what used to be known as Elo Hell, which was roughly Plat 3 to Diamond before they had a champion. And then it was, I believe, like Plat 2 to Diamond 2 when Champion Diamond 1, 2, and 3 came out in rank 1.0. And currently, it is from, I believe, from my experience, roughly Emerald 1 to Champ. It's been current Elo Hell. Last few days, I have been either gaining like 20 RP throughout the day or a 9-game loss streak. So I think it boils down to a few reasons, and I think the main one is just hidden MMR. Should not be a thing, and they're fixing it. I'm so glad they are, because it is absolutely horrible. It is just a joke of a system. There's absolutely no way that I should be sitting here only gaining like 20 MMR in Diamond 2, Diamond 3. Well, I'm only losing like 12, 14, depending on who I'm playing against. So why on earth am I gaining 20 Elo? I know I've played a few games. I've only played, I feel like 80-something games. Maybe I'm up to 100 now. But there are people who have played like 500 games. Way higher than their hidden Elo or MMR. And I just don't believe like a system should allow these players to get this high. It does reward just playing games and just playing a ton of them. Currently, like, there are people I get into lobbies with, and I'm just sitting there like, why are you here? Like, why are you in this lobby? We are literally playing against a numbered champ, and I got a dude who's never made it out of Emerald 2 before. Like, what is this? This is a horrible system. And so, then I'll get, when you get a number champ on your team, it's usually some guy who has played 800 games a season and is somehow sitting in champ. We don't know how he got there. Bro's got a .5 KD or something. And so, I think it's kind of brought this issue of allowing players who should not be in ranks to get hot way higher than they should be, and allowing players who should be in these higher ranks to have to go through what I'm considering slop games to get to their ranks. Right now, I'm hovering between Diamond 3 and 4 at the moment. I was getting close to Diamond 2, went back down to like Diamond 4. After 10 games, I won one game. Of course, of 3 days. So, I just think it's a huge problem that there's like 3 types of teammates you get. And I think this is why. And I'm gonna do a little MS Paint here for us. All right, so there's 3 types of teammates. You have 1, 2, 3. Number 1, you have Mr. All Aim, No Brain. I probably spelled this wrong. But this guy has just all aim, absolutely zero brain. Like, these are your Ash mains. These are the guys who got 1.5 KD who are going to go drop like 13 kills. And you're sitting there going, what the heck is this guy doing? He's not talking. That's the other thing is, they usually have those high KDs. They're going to have, they won't talk. And last but not least, they're super toxic at the end of the game if they lose. So, yeah, these people are just a pain to play with. Absolutely annoying. I hate getting them on my team. I just hate it. Now, the second type of person here was called Mr. Big Shot or something. Alright, so Mr. Big Shot definitely has 300 plus games of rank played. For no reason. Like, bro just does nothing else other than Q. Probably averages 8 to 9 games a day. Crazy. Next. Definitely has a KD that is less than a 0.9. Yeah, definitely. It's less than a KD 0.9. But still tries to play frag ops. These also people are people who will not talk as well. Or they'll get very little comms. We'll just say that. Also, usually players, I don't know why, these are like the players who are more likely to rat than actually set up site or something. Like, you're trying to do a default setup in site, and they are more likely to just go rat in a corner, go fly into the other side of the building, and just not move. That's one annoying thing is the, let's see, bad positioning. Which you would think is something you would learn playing 300 plus games this season. It's like, I don't understand. What's right? High. Elo. Alright. This is editing Shlaxx'n here. Just realized that my face cam covers up the 3. I'm going to write nice people, and that's going to get covered up. There is a 3 under my face cam. Please trust me on that. And bear with me, as none of this is scripted. So I kind of just rant for the rest of this video. Number 3. Now these are the players in your team. These are the, we're going to call these, these are nice people. These guys talk. They talk. They calm. They say exactly everything they want to, everything they need to. They set up site. They actually know positioning. They know how to set up site or to set positioning. So they know how to set up site. They know how to do positioning. Actual good players. Few other things they know how to do. They know how to refrag, but not bait. If you get what I mean. Like, they know how to do like a, you double swing something, or they know how to, I'm gonna throw some pressure, and then gonna swing off this. An easy example is if you are taking rafters on a CC take in Clubhouse. Like, let's say, you did the basic breaches on the garage walls, you have CC open, so you have a guy sitting out CC, you have a guy sitting garage door, and you have a guy sitting on the breaches below. Guy below is going to come in, and he's going to throw a nade up into the rafters, or he's going to throw capital bolts, or Graham, or whatever you need to do. Guy sitting in breach is just sitting on angles, waiting for a zombie, or whoever it is, to rotate, or to move around. And your guy sitting on the door is going to walk in, or you're going to walk as the guy below. You're going to walk forward so you can get an angle. Guy on the doors actually gonna start peeking, and then there's a ton of pressure. It's good reflex. Sometimes your garage player will die if you peek way too early. That is a thing, but it's not a baiting. We're not baiting for this kill. The guy on the breach is not baiting for the kill there, and the guy below is not baiting for the kill. You're clearing the position and you're getting the guy out and you're refragging your guy in the garage door. Simple as that. Let's see. Ooh, another thing. I'm gonna add a couple things over here to this all aim. What else? There it is. They are definitely dead in the first 60 seconds. Yeah. This person always lasts alive. These people, they won't play aggressive. They'll play fairly neutral, is what I'd call it. They're not gonna over aggress, and they're not gonna bait. But the only thing is then this is punished by 1 and 2. So, what do I mean by this? Let's go down. So let's say your team has number one guy. We have 2 twos, and then there's you and a 3. All right. So let's say this. You're attacking. First 30 seconds around. This guy chose Ash. Number 1 chose Ash. Ran into the room. Didn't drone. Didn't have anything. Didn't talk at all. Didn't tell you what he's doing. He's dead. He just got picked by a Vigil or Nell or something. Your other 2 teammates are playing, I don't know, Gridlock and Thermite. Or Gridlock Ace, whatever. And they're just gonna kind of bait outside the building. And so then you and this guy, you and 3, are actually gonna try and do a take. You're gonna try to get some walls open, do something. And your other 2 teammates are just too scared to do anything. Because they shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be in these lobbies. So then, let's say your teammates gets picked, you get picked. And they have a 2v, probably at this point, either a 2v3 or a 2v4. And we know these 2 players are not going to win this. They're not going to do well. And they're honestly, well, now you're down 1. All right, next round. You got 1, 2, 2, you, 3. All right, next round. All right, well, this guy decided to learn a lesson. And he now is going to, these 2 guys are just going to walk with him. All right, so you and your buddy are doing your things, and you ask for some help, or your buddy asks for some help here, and you get picked. Usually this is what happens, is like these 3 guys are just going to go off do something. I don't even know what they're doing. Like, a lot of the time, they will literally just push on one side. Like, I don't know how many times I have seen the basement chalet, like 4 guys just sit outside a garage. What are we doing? Or, what's the other one? Like, let's say you're taking Clubhouse Basement. Clubhouse Basement is really well on split takes. People don't do it. It just sucks. People don't do it. The other one is like, if you ever play, same with like Border. Border's also really good for split takes, and people don't do them. It's actually really easy to like play a solo op and wait till your teammates do something, and then just kind of walk in on the back line. That's what the map's made for. That's what GT does really good on it. There's also issues of like, I'm trying to think of the map. Chalet is another one. Like Chalet top 4. Everybody pushes library to mez to office and plants half wall. It's a good take. Nothing wrong. Everyone does it. People don't go sit on the windows. No one will likes to go be by themselves. Some make big window, put some ghost pressure or something. No one likes to walk up soul. No one does soul takes anymore. I remember like 2 years ago, if you told me that no one does soul takes, I'd be like, what? You know how many times you'd get like just bum rushed on soul? And just be absolute like, oh, look at that. Now we're down to a 2v5 because 4 of them walked up soul. Or a guy sat bath window, a guy sat soul window, a guy sat big window, and they just walked in. Or walked up soul. And we just lost. Like, it's crazy. I can't even retake. But, like, split pushes are just impossible in ranked. And they're some of the greatest strategies in the game. And it's just absolutely abysmal that in the ranked or competitive setting in the game, you can't even do it. Because people don't talk. People like to rush, and they go die, and they don't do anything. It's just absolutely horrible. This is why I believe, and I hope, Rank 3.0 will kind of fix this mentality of, oh, it's no big deal that I'm going to lose. I'm only going to lose like 8 elo. I'm going to lose like 10 elo. I'm sitting in gold, blah, 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 blah. No, like, not if you are, so I'm in diamond, so I'm like, they theorize it's going to go back down to full rank. So let's say I'm somewhere in diamond. I'm going to go back down to like, what, emerald 5 or something. That seems way more enjoyable than I have to go all the way back down to copper. It's hitting my copper games. And I'm playing against some dude who's already played 80 games this season and is sitting a champ already. Why the heck am I doing this? Like, it makes no sense why we're sitting here doing these like I'm just gonna say they're slop games. People rush in, they're like, oh no, I lost. Well, who cares? Blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I only lost 8 elo, right? I'm getting 100. So like, you have to lose so many games for the difference, and even to the point where like I'm sitting still in Diamond 3, gaining 24 to 26, and I'm only losing 12 to 14. So, like, I'm almost gaining double of what I am losing. So it kind of just creates this like, oh, I don't care, which from a lot of people. And they're just like, oh, I'm just gonna play a bunch of games, and if I win, 55% of them or 6% of them, I'm gonna climb the ranks so fast, or not fast, but you're gonna climb ranks no matter what. It's guaranteed. Just about 50% win rate, gain. But queuing without people from the rank you're currently in is just abysmal. I mean, it was kind of fun when it came out because people just go like, oh, people just became more aggressive and people actually did stuff for a bit because the game was pretty slow when it came out. That's pretty util heavy. Which now, it's like twofold. Either your team doesn't know how to use util or whatever. I literally watched a game where a Thatcher and an Ace could not open a wall. Oh, what? I'm not joking. This was Thatcher's response to be asked, why haven't you opened the wall, and why are you still sitting with 6 of your EMPs? And he goes, we didn't know they had both Cade and Bandit. Your thing tells you what's there. It literally tells you there is something on that wall. It tells you, okay? Like, sometimes people's game sense are just absolutely horrible and do not reflect how long they've spent in this game. And it's just a joke. And it's absolutely just mind-boggling how you can sit and play something for over 100 hours and, like, you can play, let's say, some of these people are playing, 200 games of ranked season. After a year, you've played probably close to 900 games of ranked. And you tell me you can't open a wall with Thatcher and Ace. What? Like, I just don't understand, like, where that whole comes from. And it's kind of caused a ton of frustration in my games. to the point where I had this back when I would play comp, where I would get so frustrated with the state of ranked and how like mind numbing it is that I would just not want to play it and want to go do something else. And it was really really like just I think it's just bad for the game. Because like your players who are at the top, like they're like players who are getting there and who are good at the game, near the game, but are not stacking it up, are just punished so severely. Um, to where like this scenario, like I have on the screen, just comes up way too often. Where even when I'm going in duo queuing, and I can put in the background a bunch of footage of this, where we have, I don't know, I think I counted in like just a few games of clips, like 7 or 8 1vx's or 2vx's between the two of us. Over I think it was the course of like 12 games. Just like ridiculous that we are. Like it's ridiculous to the point that why are we sitting like this? And most of them are on defense. Most of them are on defense. It's just ridiculous that we're to the point where we're having to sit here and clutch up a ton, and it literally is. If we're not carrying the team, there's a 80 to 90% chance we are losing the game, and it's really annoying. Cause like I'll be honest, I am not the fragger in the team. When I played comp, I was not a fragger. I was the flex or support role. I didn't play for a while. When Finka LMG was out, I did IGL on that for a bit, but I do not do that anymore. No. I'll play your DMRs. I would play a lot of other things. I'll be your Twitch, your Brava. I'll play the Lion. I'll do all this stuff. I'm your shield operator. I did a lot of Monty IGLing, so like I can do all of that. I'm not gonna be a fragger. So I'm getting punished a lot in these games when I'm like, oh, let's do this, and I just have like no support. Like people just don't want to play together. Well, if they do, they're all gonna 5-sec on a doorway. That's kind of annoying. Yeah. I kind of hope some of this makes sense. I don't think any of it really will. Or it will reach a very niche population of people. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to get this out there because I've had a very frustrating past week of playing this game. And I really hope that there's 10-man servers out there. If any of you know a 10-man server, please send me an invite. I would love to get in on some games. But otherwise, I think that's going to be all. If you guys want to hear more of my opinions on this, I can go into more detail or talk more about the game. But I think this is where I'm going to end today. Just hopefully I can get this off my chest and kind of just air it all out. That's what I'm asking. And just, let me know in the comments how you feel. On whether you agree with this, disagree, whether you've been frustrated or not, and kind of just give you experience. Thank you.